Here comes up your Adobe Flash. In this chapter, we will be learning what is exactly Adobe Flash is all about. Actually, you might have seen animations, various sort of advertisement. In animations, like there can be favorite cartoons you would be having. Time is now to learn about them, how to create such animations. You might have played 2D, 3D games also. Using this Adobe Flash, you can learn the same. Creating them is the best thing you can do by using Adobe Flash. Interested? Alright, so let's learn it together. Adobe Flash is actually a multimedia platform. Who developed? It is developed by Adobe system. It is itself written in the name, Adobe Flash. So since this is a multimedia platform, that means you can use different numbers of features, whether that is audio, video, images, or any other sort of the different features you want to. Question arises, what are various numbers of things we can do using Flash? Here is the answer in the slide itself. Please read. First we will read and then I will elaborate. Flash is commonly used to create various numbers of the things, such as like animation, advertisements. Various sort of Flash applications are also there. You can do video and audio streaming. And at the same time, you can also develop and develop rich sort of internet application. Various sort of presentations. This is the sort of presentation you are watching right now. Company-based presentation. That means more interactive presentations can also be built using this sort of software. Not to forget, we can also make 2D and 3D games using Adobe Flash. And last but not least, we can also make interactive websites. Let's learn how to do it and how does it look like. So Adobe Flash screen looks like the one which is shared to you. This is exactly the screen. It may look like to you like Paint, MS Paint, Microsoft Paint, but this is much different as compared to that of the Paint. Toolbar is still, many number of the things you can watch out here, toolbar is still the same. Many features are same, just like the one we are having in MS Paint. But there are various numbers of features and trust me, you can also use different sort of tools using Adobe Flash. Here comes to dig in deep. Let's start how to create a new Flash file. Creating a Flash file is very easy. Simply click on Flash file option, which is already highlighted in this particular screen right now. Once you are clicking on Flash file option, in create new category, look, this is create new category in the middle. Click what option? Flash file option. In this way, you can create your new Flash file. Here comes the next part. Now is the time to learn what is exactly a Flash screen elements are all about. Which screen elements? Flash screen elements. On this particular screen, various numbers of things are labeled for you. Don't get confused, we will learn together. Starting from the basic one, left side. Various numbers or options are available. They are actually the tools. What are they? They are various numbers of the tools available to us in Flash. Now here comes up the different sort of area. The area are actually right now you can see they are labeled as, two of them are labeled. One is work area, another is stage area. Just like the one we are doing in Scratch. In Scratch also we have stage area. Hope you remember. Okay, so here comes up the same thing. On stage, output will be visible, results will be visible. Work area will show you, or is that area where you are editing things up, where you are using different things up. It will show you the various numbers of commands, various numbers of tools that you are using. Okay, so there comes up two area, work area and stage area. Now, let's move on to the information bar. Whichever sort of the tool you are using, still you are in the particular way to find out different sort of information, like extra features will be available to you on this bar itself. Information bar, providing you the information about different number of scenes you are making. There can be scene number 2, scene number 3 and so on. Here comes up timeline. Timeline will show you various huge scale you can see now, huge reading of scale. This is actually the timeline, providing you a huge sort of measurement, and you are seeing the particular different sort of tools you are using, features you are using can be properly timed together. Like from 10 to 20, scene number 1 will be played. 20 to 30, scene number 2 will come in action. So in this way, we can plan out things, or you can say organize things easily using timeline. Here comes up next thing, panel. Panel shows you extra features. There are different sort of patterns, color options available under this panel section. This entire thing is actually panel, providing you various sort of other options. Last but not least is property inspector panel. Question is, what is it? Don't worry, we will learn it in deep in upcoming slides. Still, for the introduction, I should say to you that property inspector panel is actually the option which provides you various numbers of features for whichever tool you are using. Confused? Look carefully. Suppose I am using rectangle. For rectangle, whatever the features are available, solid, pattern basis, radial, axis division, these are different sort of patterns, options available. All of them will be visible to me, or I can choose them using property inspector panel. Let's move further. Here comes up three sort of the things. First one, how to save. In order to save a flash file, these are the options written. Simply click on File menu, select Save option, and then enter the name of your file followed by extension .fla. That means if you want to save your file named as XYZ, so what you will write? We will write it in the way like XYZ.fla. Right? So in this way we will be writing the name of the file. Extension is .fla, shows you flash file. How to open a flash file? Simply go to File menu and choose Open. Whichever desired file you need, you can click it and you will get the file automatically on the screen. Just like you are opening your all other documents, you will be following the same pattern for this also. Time is to learn the last part, Exit. With this option is available to us in File. Click on File menu and you will get the Exit option. So this was all about three tasks: saving, opening and exit. Most important part is saving a file along with the extension. Like this is a particular computer class going on. If I want to save, I will be writing class 8 computer.fla, showing this that the file is actually belonging to Flash application. Moving on to the next part. Here are various numbers of tools in Flash. Various numbers of tools in Flash. In order to learn them, we can find that first of all we will read it and then we are going to elaborate it one by one. First one is written as arrow. What's the name? Arrow. Next comes up in the line is the line. Then pen. Read it with me. There are many written. Pen is there. Oval, pencil, ink bottle, then lasso, hand, text, rectangle, brush. So many are available. Each one of them is having its own purpose, such as like fill color, stroke color, zoom, eraser. There are so many provided. Then there is paint bucket. Lasso is also available. Don't worry, we will learn each one of them and its use together in the upcoming slide. Alright, so just right now I have given you this picture so that you can relate and can look on to the name of various tools available in Flash. In that case, let's move further to the next part. So these were the tools. Here comes up the drawing tool. Any number of the tools are there as you have seen in this picture. Let's start with the drawing tools first. Which tools? Drawing tools. The tools that can be used to draw. So here is the first one, pen tool. Pen tool is actually used to draw precise lines or any sort of curving lines you can make using pen tool. Second is text tool. Name is itself enough. It is used to produce different sort of files, different sort of tags. If you want to write something, you can use this tag or this tool in the middle. Whichever place you want to add, simply you can write using text tool. It works in the same way like we work in paint. Here comes up next part, that is line tool, which is used to make a straight line. Now let's move on to various shapes. One of the basic shapes which is provided in Flash tool is rectangle. You can not only make rectangle but also can make calling star with so many number of edges actually. You want, you can fill it with different color or pattern. If you don't, that's all your choice. Options are available in both the cases. Next one is pencil tool, a freehand tool that is actually used to do the simple drawing. Is the use of this pencil tool. You can create any shape you want. Freehand drawing done by pencil tool. Next and the last of this particular slide is brush tool. Again a freehand tool. It is also used to create drawings and lines in a document. Difference between both pencil and brush is the particular width they are providing. Okay, so that's it. These were all the drawing tools. Here is the time to learn various type of selection tools. Selection, transform selection tools, etc. I have already used a picture here. In that picture, you can see selection is mentioned, sub-selection also available, freehand transform, lasso tool. Now, let's learn them one by one. Selection tool is actually used to select. It looks like arrow key. What does it look like? Arrow key. If you want to pick any item, name it, resize it, modify it, change the position of it. So in that case, you can use these sort of selection tools. Let's learn it together. There is one option available known as free transform tool. It is used in turning, scaling, distorting items. Distorting means again changing the shape of the item. On the bottom left corner of the instrument, a tiny triangle is shown, a submenu. So here, in order to understand this free transform tool, I have already used one picture. This is the picture. It is used actually for free transform tool. You can transform it freely, change it freely. Want to scale it, rotate it, turn it, etc. This tool, free transform tool, can be used by you. Here comes our last tool, lasso tool. Draw a choice freehand zone to select item. Now what is this lasso tool? Suppose you are having a complete big rectangle which is filled with yellow color. Want to cut a little bit, want to cut a very small piece of that rectangle. Which tool to use? Lasso tool you can use. Which tool? Lasso tool you can use. This tool is not only available in Flash but also available in Photoshop also, one of the another software. So lasso tool provides you the selection in that way, a freehand zone to select any small portion of the particular sort of tool that ever you are using, any sort of object. You have drawn a huge circle filled with red color, want to just choose a small portion of that circle. You can use lasso tool in that case. Let's move on to the next modification tool. Eraser tool is such sort of the tool. Eraser tool used to erase the drawings that you have made. It is already highlighted in the picture also as shown. You can really just erase the background. Magic eraser available. So these are different sort of eraser tools available in Flash. Here we are moving to the property inspector. Question arises, what is it? Now, as I have already told you, whichever tool you are using, properties of that tool will be displayed by property inspector. As you can see here, various numbers of these properties are available. Stroke color. If you want to fill color in that, this is another option. What is the height of stroke and what is the stroke style? So this is the particular different sort of options. These are different sort of options available under property inspector. Which tool you have used here? Please look, rectangle tool we have used. It is asking color of it, which color if you want to fill, color of the stroke, the line actually, then what is the height of the stroke and what is the style of the stroke. Which tool? Rectangle tool. So whichever tool you are using, properties of it will be automatically displayed in this section of property inspector. What's this section called as? Property inspector. Now is the time to learn about symbols. Different sort of objects you are creating in Flash, they are reusable, can be used by you or by your friends again and again. Such objects are called as symbols. These objects can be in different forms. They can be picture-based, graphics. They can be buttons. They can be at the same time small movie clips. So these are symbols. Symbols are automatically, you can say, the reusable objects. The objects which can be used again and again. Reusable. And how they are created? They are again created in Flash. They are of three types. Picture-based, that means graphic. Want to build a button? Yes, that is also available. And last is a sort of movie clip. Now, in this line, please read it with me. A symbol is a reusable object. You can use it again and again. Another word is there, instance. How many number of the times you are using it on stage is instance. I have made a graphic and you are using it 3 number of the time. So you are using symbol. What's the type of symbol? Graphic. What is the instance? How many number of the times you are using it? How many times it is occurring on the stage? You are using it 3 times. So that means instance is 3. So this was all about Flash. That's it. In that case, keep reading the chapter. Alright. Thank you.